What did we see today, guys?
We saw Detective Pikachu.
First live-action Pokemon movie. So Jake's not here today, so it's just Ian and I reviewing it, which kind of works out because Jake's never played a Pokemon game or done anything really with the Pokemon franchise.
I've played every single one.
I've also played every single one.
Even all the spin-off games.
Okay, you have me beat. I have not played a lot of the spin-offs.
I am in there.
You are in there.
That's something I've loved since I was like...
Oh, same. I've been
3.
playing Pokemon since I was like single-digit age.
Yep.
So I think we have more good things to say than bad about this movie.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Oh yeah, spoilers by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
So yeah, I think we have more good things to say about this movie than bad.
We should probably start with the good things though.
Should we?
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about the bad things for longer.
Yeah, I think so.
So it makes sense to talk about the good things first.
Okay, I really enjoyed the aesthetic of this film.
It was so good.
So beautiful.
It's beautiful. The Pokemon designs are great.
Pokemon look very good
they
in the
look
world.
really, really nice.
And I feel like they really embrace the idea of like, oh, water type's kind of sticky and wet and gross, and like
Greninja looked gucky and
ghastly.
I loved it.
Oh my god! Speaking of ghastly, Gengar looked amazing.
Oh my god, it was so fucking cool.
Charizard looked great.
Charizard
Every
good.
Pokemon design in this movie was good. There was a lot of time I think put into the designs.
Yeah, definitely, and that was probably my favorite part of the entire movie. Actually, was how everything looked, because you looked at them and you went, "Wow, that's
wow."
wow."
Yeah,
it just looked great. Like,
it was very good. I actually found myself enjoying the soundtrack. I don't know about you.
I liked some of it, and I didn't like the other half. Like it's very divisive. The stuff where it's like it sounds like it could be in a Pokemon game, it was great. But then like the stock battle action music that they played during some scenes was bad.
The other scenes were better. I
yes.
think.
So the music's very 50-50, but the music that's good is really good.
Yeah.
And that was something I was really impressed with, because I expected it all to be good, and I was like, yeah, this is the good part. And then it was like, for the regular scenes, and I'm like, this sucks.
Loudred to make dubstep.
Yes. I don't like dubstep.
I don't like dubstep.
Really like that.
I like the dub.
Because they make loud noises, and that was really fun. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of just fun.
Oh, yeah. Like,
this
if
was,
you're...
like, really grand.
If you're a Pokemon fan, you're going to love this movie.
You're going to have fun watching it.
You're going to have so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so much in it. I loved how Bulbasaur was the most important of the starters.
I
love how Bulbasaur was the most important. More important than Charmander and Squirtle.
He was a baby.
Both of us picked Bulbasaur for context.
Yeah, oh my god, why wouldn't I?
Why would you not pick Bulbasaur? And I loved how they used a diverse cast of, like, there were some Gen 3 Pokemon, some Gen 2 Pokemon, Gen 1. It wasn't just all the Kanto 151.
I was about to ask if there's any Gen 5 Pokemon, and I remember
there were Gen 5 Pokemon.
Braviary was right there. It was Gen 5.
Bouffalant.
Yeah, there was something from everything, so it was good for everybody, regardless of what your favorite was.
I'm pretty sure the movie took place in the Hoenn region.
No. Rhyme City is not in the Hoenn region.
Oh, is Rhyme City like an actual...
Rhyme City's not, to my knowledge, anything from the games.
Well, I mean, like, in the show they visit a lot of, like, towns and cities that aren't in the games.
Depends on where they are. I'm gonna have to look up where it is. If it's just like a regular city somewhere, but it's not in the Hoenn region. I know every town and city in the Hoenn region like the back of my hand.
Well, I'm saying it could have been. I'm pretty sure it's an original concept city that they're just saying, oh, it's in the Hoenn region.
Well, it's in Detective Pikachu the game.
Oh, is it?
Probably. The game does exist.
Yeah, but
it is in an unknown region.
I'm gonna go with
an unknown location.
Yeah, but didn't they have like the Dewford City Comment or something?
That it just being a newspaper, yeah. But
well, I mean, like, why would unless it's like the New York Times, where it's like a national newspaper from one state.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's understandable at least.
But he also travels by train to get there, and Hoenn's an island.
Yes. Well, Hoenn's not an island, but there are parts of it that are very waterical.
It's
basically an island.
It's a large. It's like Australia, I guess, in the sense that it's a continent, but it's also an island.
Yep. Philippines. I think it's based off the Philippines.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't really have much else to say for good. I know that sounds like I don't have a lot to say about it, but I really enjoyed this movie.
I liked Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu more than I thought I would. He's not Danny DeVito, but
I actually can't really put him in the positives or the negatives. I was kind of neutral on him.
I enjoyed it. I liked him as Pikachu. I liked Pikachu a lot. Clever. It was nice. It was like very, very good. I liked the main kid.
Justice Smith. Yeah, he did a good job.
He was really good. And
I like the
like
way
that.
they established his character.
Yep, they established his character really well. The world building is really good in this
It's
too.
very good.
This makes me want 50,000 more live action Pokemon.
I want more
movies
live action
right now,
Pokemon,
immediately, directly into my veins, please.
Inject
Like-
pure live action Pokemon.
More live action Pokemon movies directly into my veins, please. And
Directly.
granted, they're probably expensive and all that, but like
One a year. One every other year. I'll be fine with it.
one every month. I would like that a lot, please. They did a really good job at the beginning of the
The
movie. throwing us
Ditto
into
in
the
this
world.
movie was used
Oh, yeah.
so effectively.
Very
I
cool.
loved the Ditto in this movie.
It was cute.
It was hilarious.
It was adorable.
It was perfect.
All right, I don't want to talk about negatives immediately, because I loved it.
I loved it
I had
too.
fun and I enjoyed
really
it.
only have like a few negatives.
Okay.
So
I won
not Ryan
really,
Reynolds'
really big one.
Pikachu not Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu as a whole, but some of his lines felt very out of place. Like he has a line about global warming, which just puts pause to it, or like they reference the French.
Well, a little. Not,
I know
not a lot.
Kalos is based
Kalos
on
is in France.
So
Kalos is France, so it like makes sense.
I guess,
But
that's
like
a
they
weird...
should have just said Kalos, not France.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have just been better.
Yeah, but I feel like the idea is it would have been lost in the general public.
Yes, it would have been.
But
so it makes sense.
I mean,
So,
maybe you
yeah.
refer to Kalos people as Frenchmen. Maybe that's just a thing. You know?
Definitely. That would have made it a lot
Because
better.
he said it was Frenchmen, right? Or did he
think
just
so.
say French?
Something along those lines. I think it was
He
French.
referenced the French in some way, which just kind of gives you that pause of like, wait, does the entire country of France exist
Yeah.
in the Pokemon world? But if it's just Kalos, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's
But
all I
then it
didn't know.
just opens up a whole jar of worms where it's like, do you refer to people from Unova as Americans? You know? Do you refer to people from Alola as
Hawaiian, which are also American.
Yeah. Does that mean, you know, and it just spirals from there. And then I feel like the third act got a little lazy with its storytelling.
It was
I think the movie
just
could have...
too convenient in the third act, basically. It was
I
like,
think the
oh,
movie
let's just
could
make
have
this.
benefited from being about 10 minutes longer, just to kind of
Yeah, it felt really short.
Yeah, it did feel really short. Just to squeeze a bit of the convenience away from the narrative, just to squeeze it out.
Make it more... Because it was like, the battle was over real quick.
The battle was over
Everything
quick,
was
and
over
it wasn't
really
really
quick.
much of a battle. Pikachu was running away for most of it.
Yeah, it was very fast. I would have liked more.
Yeah, so
And it takes, it costs a lot of money to animate all of that and like make it, but like, I wouldn't be cheap with it.
Yeah, so
know?
I feel like even just like 10 minutes more, just to kind of get rid of some of the convenient timing, you know?
So I have a pretty hot take
All right.
about my big negative. The plot sucked, like the whole plot.
I think it was very basic.
Like, all of the twists were bad,
Yeah.
and then
We predicted a lot of it.
like, the first part of the movie where he's like, where Dolpinder tries to get him a Pokemon. That's interesting.
I'm gonna have to look it up and see if it's
It is.
It is Dopinder?
Yep, it is Kamar Nooney. I think
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, it was funny. I was just
It
like,
is,
that's
but like
Dolpinder, right?
he's in Deadpool.
So it's Ryan Reynolds, yeah. But like the beginning half of the movie doesn't have that like lazy, crappy, twist reliant plot, and then
Yeah.
it's just like you get introduced to Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's not Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the actor
It's Bill
guy.
Nye the actor, and then his son, and you're like, oh, they're probably gonna be the bad guys,
And they are.
and then. It looks like the dad's the good guy and his son's the bad guy, and you're like, okay, neat.
I actually like
But-
that one.
But that's trope subversion. But like
I like that.
the bad guys sucked. They just
They were pretty flat, but I mean, I know this isn't a good counter, but my counter is it's a kids movie.
I don't care if it's a kids movie.
But
I
is it a
want
kids- but my
Pokemon.
also-
It's
to
not.
counter my own
Kids don't
point-
care about global warming. Kids don't care about mind control and explosions and fire. Like Jesus Christ.
To counter my own point, is it a kids movie when Pikachu's screaming, "Get me the hell out of here!"
Yeah.
and "Oh damn!" Like
Yeah,
nobody
so-
wants their kids to hear their favorite Pokemon screaming "damn."
I do.
I mean, I do, but like parents of kids.
So I don't think like it's marketed as a kids movie and there's some kid movie aspects in it, but that does not mean you can make it lazy because
Yeah.
there are kids movies that are not lazy. Have you ever seen Incredibles? Like that's not lazy.
How to Train Your
That's
Dragon
a good
movies.
movie. How to Train Your Dragon. Good movies. They're for kids, but they have for kids. God,
Not
they
for
have-
kids, never for kids.
They have elements to them that are
Good.
general
Yeah.
that everyone can enjoy.
Um,
And this movie, for the first part, had that, like the themes of parenting, loneliness, like abandonment, things like that. And then those themes stay prevalent throughout, and I like that. And then the plot is just like, well, I want to turn everyone into a Pokemon.
I think
and just like really
I think it stems
really
from
quick.
probably they were more concerned about nailing the effects than the story, which I'm not trying to excuse them.
Yeah,
But that's what I had to guess. So I think going forward,
hopefully
they'll make better stories.
Oh yeah, because this is a universe that like
has
has
really
a lot
good
of really
stories
good
to
stories
tell.
in it. And
Yeah.
that was really I was banking on more of the Mewtwo origin because they just said, oh, they made him, and I'm like, show me when. Show me Giovanni.
I'm gonna say no. As they retread Kanto and Mewtwo so much that I'm happy that they just went, look, you either know this or you don't, and we're not going to take the time to explain it.
Again, general audience doesn't know anything.
I still don't think they should have taken the time to explain Mewtwo's origin.
God, I just wanted one scene where Giovanni was there, because that would have been great.
I'd rather have a movie where Giovanni's the bad guy.
I didn't like the girl character.
Oh,
her acting was not that good.
She did not do good in her opening scene, but I actually liked her.
I like, she was there, and then she spouted some exposition a bunch.
Yeah.
And then she did some stuff that I liked, but overall, I would have to put that under a slightly negative.
Her opening scene's pretty weak.
Very weak.
Very weak.
She just like starts yelling at Justice Smith, and
It's
you're
pretty
like,
bad.
oh my god.
Tim's also kind of a weak character.
I like how they establish him at the beginning, and then they don't really do anything for it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they start going back into it, and it's good. But those parts where it's not there,
There's
really
a lull in his story.
Really do feel like he's not established well enough. So what do you think about the villains?
Well,
Do
they
you
sucked.
love them? No, what do
I
you
thought
mean?
the twist was kind of okay.
It was fine.
Out of 10.
Wow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really either. This is actually a tough one.
Like a 7?
I'm feeling a 7.
I don't want to give it lower than a 7.
I don't either, because I feel like that starts to approach, and I didn't like this territory.
Well, 6 is just like, oh, this is a decent movie. I enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun.
6 is the beginning of I can watch it once. I definitely feel like I could rewatch
I could watch this movie again.
Yeah.
There's that whole scene with Bulbasaur, and I could watch that 50 more times.
Yeah.
He's very cute.
But yeah, 6 to me is like, I can only watch this movie once.
5 and 6 is like, these are okay movies. And I feel like 7 and 8 are like good but not great, and then 9 and 10
That's
get to
exactly,
that great
it's a threshold of 2. 9 and 10 is like best of the best. 8 and 7 is like really good. 6 and 5 is like,
and
it's fine.
To me, this is the lower tier of a good movie.
Yes, I agree. But it's still good. If you're a Pokemon fan, go see it.
You're gonna like it regardless, because there's a lot there for you. If you're not, you might just think it's a very weird plot movie and might not enjoy it as much. But still, you might like it, because Jake said it was alright. He'd probably give it a 6.
He'd probably give it a 6.
But
he's not here, so it doesn't matter.
There you go. That was my
Get you next week for a thing about a thing.